For 3 centuries, the village of Grey Hollow paid the tithe. Every spring when the blackthorn bloomed, they gathered their eldest and walked them to the edge of the mistmere. There the old ones drank the draught of poppy and nightshade, lay down in the shallows, and waited. By dawn the water was empty. The bones came back polished white, stacked neatly on the bank like cordwood. The necromancer king in his tower of fused vertebrae accepted the gift, and, in return, kept the mist from swallowing the valley. It was a fair bargain. Until Joran. Joran was 19 and angry. His grandmother had been the last tithe, and she had smiled as she drank, whispering, "Don't mourn what buys tomorrow." He hated tomorrow, so on the night before the next bloom, he stole into the necromancer's tower. The stair spiraled upward through ribs the size of mill beams. At the top waited a throne of vertebrae and a figure cloaked in grave-shroud silk. "You are early," the king said. His voice was dry leaves on marble. Joran drew the sword his father had carried at the last border war. "I've come to end the bargain." The king tilted his head. Beneath the hood no face, just a crown of finger bones and 2 steady blue witchlights. "You think death ends debt?" he asked. Joran lunged. The blade passed through silk and found nothing. The king laughed, once sharp, and the tower answered. Bones rose from the walls, the floor, the throne. Femurs snapped into spears, skulls rolled forward like boulders. Rib cages opened like iron traps. Joran fought. He shattered femurs, kicked skulls aside, severed spines. But for every bone he broke, 2 more rose. Finally he fell to one knee, bleeding from a dozen punctures. The king drifted closer. "You wish to end the tithe," he said. "Very well." A skeletal hand touched Joran's brow. Cold poured in. Clean. Absolute. His heartbeat slowed. His breath fogged, then stopped. He felt himself rise, weightless. The king regarded him. "You will be the tithe now. Not 1 life, but all the years you would have lived. Every spring you will walk into the mistmere. Every dawn you will return, polished, obedient, until the debt is paid." Joran tried to scream. No sound came. His new body obeyed. He walked down the spiral stair. Outside, the blackthorn was blooming. The village waited at the water's edge, faces pale with hope. Joran stepped into the shallows. He lay down. He waited. And somewhere in the tower, the necromancer king smiled with borrowed teeth. The mist receded another league that year. The bargain held.